It's the morning time, early morning, previewing here at the auction. I'm going to pick up something. I'm going to show you guys two cars that I'm looking at right now. I will be doing the video on financing, but I just wanted to upload this one really quickly because today is auction day. And right now, I'm looking for a lane 11 256. 256 lane. This is lane 11. Gonna look for 256. Now it's getting kind of cold here in GA, so coming out, a lot of the cars may not be able to start immediately right off the bat. Holidays coming around, a lot of people really think that this is the best time to get cars and store cars, and you can sell them when the income tax hit. But honestly, they're gonna still sell even during the holiday times. Last year, I was still able to sell cars in December. So don't really look at it like, okay, Christmas time coming up, let me just hold on to them into income tax. You still got to pay bills, so you still got to make sales. My main focus right now is get good vehicles, 2007 and above. Even if it got high miles on it in Georgia here, it really doesn't matter. As long as the car looks good, you'll still see a lot of people will still get them, and they'll still buy them. Even they look good. Doesn't really matter about the miles. So we're looking for 256. Miles really don't matter as long as the body looks good and it's a brand that can hold good miles with it. You don't want to get any Suzukis or anything like that. Nobody's gonna want that. This is a 180. Looking for 256. For 256. So I got my eyes on two cars right now that I'm gonna go back and show you guys. But let's find 256 first. Two 256. 11 256. We're at 206. So I'm thinking it's gonna be over here. Let me tell you something. The morning times like this are the best. I like to normally go like the day before, because today I'm gonna be bidding online. Today I'm gonna bid online. This is 12. It's 12. 225, 227. Okay, here we go. Okay. You know, this right here, I actually had this on my list. I think I may have removed it, maybe because of, got a little dent right here. I think I may have removed it because of, I mean, that's small. I wouldn't have removed it because of that. I think I may have removed it because of that. I think this little sucker been in an accident or something. But sometimes you'll see dents like that. And they won't even report them. A good place to go. Don't pay for the Carfax. Don't pay for the service with it. Go online and use like vehiclehistory.com. Vehiclehistory.com is free. So I'm gonna start actually downloading vehiclehistory.com and use that as a printout. I think, is this it right here? Was it 226? 236. Okay, this is it right here. It's 236. I don't know why the hell I'm looking for 256. Okay. So this is a 2008 Sonoma. 2008. It's got 143. My budget today is about $1,600 to $1,800. You know, and that's with the fees and everything. I don't want to go that high, but I would if it's something nice. Now, let me tell you a few things that have caught my attention. Me personally, I'm not just specifically looking for immediate retail ready vehicles, but retail ready vehicles really help because I just really don't have the time, and I don't have enough finance cars out where I got enough money coming in a month. Like if I had 15 or 20 cars already financed out, then, and I knew I got $5,000 or $6,000 that's about to hit, then I would deal with cars with little minor body issues and stuff like that, because I'd be like, okay, I got an extra, $1,000 to put into it with it. But I ain't in that position right now. Next year we'll be in that. And here's a few things that I really don't want to deal with. Now they may seem very minor to somebody that goes to a salvage yard and do all of that. That's cool if you want to do that. I don't really want to do that right now. I don't want to do that because I have the option to not do that with all of these cars that are here. And that's the beautiful thing about having a dealer's license and having access to a lot of vehicles. And when you got access to a ton of vehicles, you can be very picky. You don't have to deal with things that have issues. Issue number one with this car: it still has the connector here, so it can connect. You can bolt everything in and connect it, and you'll probably be good to go. Issue number two: all of this shit right here, and that shit's cracked. Why deal with that? I don't want to deal with that. I looked at this one as well too. This one here should go for like $1,000. Look at this. It can't even close. Can't even close. You gotta get a new door. Now, if you don't have access to a ton of vehicles, then yeah, something like that may be like, okay, I can deal with that. I'll fix that up and be able to go and sell it if you get it at a good price. But that's not gonna go at no super easy price. Okay. Now let me show you guys the vehicles that the two. Oh, now you know what? This is another one I was looking at. I've already had one Cadillac. I was looking at this. This should be a $1,500-$1,600 car. $1,500-$1,600 car, okay? It's a 06, got 133,000 miles on it. This should be a $1,500-$1,600 car. And you know what? Let's crank it up. Let's crank this thing up. I gotta still go run numbers on this thing. I looked at it online, I just didn't run the numbers. And when I say run the numbers, it's clean, smell good. See that check engine light go out, because I don't want to deal with that right now. I got two that don't have one, so why deal with one that do have one? And it ain't go out. It didn't go out. Now somebody could have tampered with it. Here's the only thing with these type of cars that I've noticed. I haven't gotten this model before, but I have had the CTS. Okay, and the CTS, only dudes like it, only men like the CTS with it. And I'm gonna tell you, when financing vehicles, I'm gonna talk about this too. When we do the finance video, I'm gonna talk about this. When financing cars, you don't be so quick to just get the vehicle into somebody's hands, because me personally, I'm not financing to young people, because young people ain't gonna pay. So I'm not financing them. Now I know some people will be like, man, finance it to everybody. Get the car in and get the car out. Well, in Georgia, before you can sell a vehicle, the majority, there's only like 13 counties that require an emissions. So you're kind of playing like Russian roulette if you get a car that doesn't. That's why I kind of stay away from the cheap vehicles, because you have to, majority of the time, you have to get an emission on them. Okay, so you get an emissions on a vehicle, you got to get it fixed before you can get the emissions on it. So I like to look for vehicles that right now don't have check engine lights on, because I really don't feel like dealing with that. Now, I may deal with, once I get a little bit more income coming in, I may deal with that then, but not right now. So let's take a look at the two cars that I'm gonna bid on today. I wanted to have 3 on my list. Well, actually, I may put a third one on the list there with it. I may walk around really quickly just to see what else is out here. So let's see. It was lane, I believe it was lane 10 or 11. It's down here, all the way down here near the end. So yeah, be very wary of the people that you're gonna start getting your vehicles out to if you're in a state that requires emissions in counties. The most populated counties require emissions in Georgia here. So like the big counties, it's like 13 counties, and those are 13 of the biggest counties and highly populated in Georgia that require emissions. So the majority of people that call me, guess where they from? That's right, one of them 13 counties. All right, it is cold out here. Beautiful cold morning. So if you are in a state that does not require the emissions, then hell, it's a free fall. Now there's a county that I want to open up a second office in that does not require it, and I'm really excited about that. When I get to that level. Now here's the car that I'm going to be bidding on. It's a 2011. It's got 159,000 miles on it. It's a Dodge. What's those Dodge Caliber type things? Look at them. It's a good body on it. Nice body on it with it. Now these cars, I see a lot of these cars on the road here with it. I'm gonna tell you something. Young women will definitely like these type of cars here with it. Now I don't know if I may get this one at 15 or 1600, but this is what I'm gonna go for. Let's crank it up. I've already cranked it up one time, so it should be ready to crank up again. As in the cold, cranking up.
Playoff chances with a big win in Seattle.
He
swung down, back at the left, the ball's on the field, and for the moment it's a touchdown.
Yeah, to fix my shoe.
Matt Ryan throws 2
Little Falcons won last night.
The next game Sunday at home against the
Hold on. Bear with me. Had to fix my shoe. Okay, see. As you can see, no check engine lights.
It's your best day ever because Ashley Home Store Flex.
Now, for all you dealers that live in counties, I mean, you got your business in counties that don't require, even states that don't require these check engine, requiring these tests. Man, you should be killing the game. You can go out and go get anything. And so it's a little bit different with where I'm at. Now here's the one that I think I'm gonna get. It has a few more miles on it. It's a 2010. It's the same type of car, a Dodge. It's a 2010. It's got 160. I think it's got 168. But again, we're talking about a $3,000 car that somebody can come and put $800 down on it. Okay, it's a 2010. So 2010's got 165 on it. They took the battery out. I don't know why. They took the battery out. They removed the engine cover. Not sure why. I'll be bidding for this online. Now this should go for about $1,300. This thing is really clean. It has the current emissions on it. Both of the cars have current emissions on it, and that's Perfect for me. That's what I look for, because it's the holiday time right now. Christmas is coming up. Well, Thanksgiving's coming up first. So people are still buying during their times though. But I want something to move real quick. And $800 down. And if I spend 12 on this, I mean, think about it. You spend 12 on it. Somebody put 8. 2 payments. Car paid off. We good to go now. I ain't got to be sending them boys at you. Now here's another one that I was looking at, and I don't know if this should be one, but I'm gonna actually watch this go, and I gotta go do numbers. And again, when I say in a video, let me go do numbers, to me numbers are how much they selling for. Well, first off, if this thing has emissions on it, if it passes last emissions, how much they're selling for, and you know, the selling price and what I should be able to get it for. You know, I crunk this thing up. We'll do it again. Wait, I think this one had the check engine light. If the check engine light stay on this one, then we're walking away. Yeah. Check engine light staying on. I'm good. We good, y'all. We good, y'all. We straight with that one. We straight with that, y'all. That's a wrap. Thing got 180 on it. I got something in my shoe. I'll tell you, I think it's in my sock. And this is not a good time to have something stuck in your damn sock while you walking. I'm gonna have to really sit down, take the damn sock off. All right, let me find a nice car to sit down in so I can take my damn sock off and straight up fix what's in my damn shoe. A Ford. I'm looking for a Ford too. Okay, I'm looking for a Ford also. I gotta find which lane this one in, guys. So this is gonna probably be a 2-part video. This is part 1 in the morning at the auction. I gotta get something out my damn shoe. Let's look at this. This joint here got a nice little Hemi with this, a 2017. It's perfect to sit down in and take your goddamn clothes off. And you know what? That's what's about to happen. So, hey, thank y'all for watching Smart Ride. This is part 1 of the morning at the auction. Stay tuned for part 2. Peace.